So tell me if this is you. You started your coaching business with the best intention at heart. And things are starting to go well, but building a steady stream of clients is still a challenge. Before you know it, you're taking on your first nightmare client and your work is losing the impact you initially signed up for. The plot twist you need is that the right people have to perceive you as the expert you already are. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the methodology and skill set to get you there. And no, this is not about the gram or the next TikTok dance. It's actually about writing and public speaking. Now, before you go, wait, hear me out. I feel you. A few years back, I dreaded public speaking. And I also thought it was for people a bit too full of themselves. But that was before I began to see the big picture. So, are you ready? Let's get right to it. How to position yourself as an expert. So for that, it's time for a quick marketing history lesson. In a time not too long ago, there were only 3 significant forms of media: TV, radio, and print. And marketing was understood as something that interrupted the enjoyment of these 3 big platforms. And by the way, that was also the time yours truly started to work in her first advertising agency. But times began to change and another medium began to surface: the internet. A revolution started within audiences as attention began to spread amongst more than one screen. Stop selling me I don't need. And this brought a whole new school of marketing called permission marketing. And the whole new premise of this revolution was, let's partner up with our consumers, listen in and give them what they want. Instead of interrupting their lives, let's actually start making their lives better. Think about blog content, for example, or the video you're watching right now. The whole point of permission marketing is to attract the right people, solve their problems, and make them engage with your content. Like if you'd be pressing the subscribe button right now, that would be a pretty good form of engagement. So this means the time of forcing your message onto people is kind of over. Now, this sounds pretty cool, right? But what does it have to do with positioning yourself as an expert? Well, once you decide you want to start attracting your ideal client strategically, once you decide to join the revolution and make your ideal client's life better through content, you will quickly find that public speaking is one of the most effective ways to create a meaningful relationship with an audience. And this is not only about taking on live speaking engagements, it's also about talking to a camera and teaching people. Think about it. Would you rather have me write a blog post about what I'm saying, or would you rather have me look you in the eye and talk to you like with a friend? So how to get started? So first things first, you have to start with writing. Writing and speaking actually go hand in hand. And there are 2 things I recommend you to do. Learn the basics of content and copywriting, because as a solopreneur, these skills translate into money. And you want to keep up a consistent production of valuable content to attract the right clients regularly. Then, have a list of the following at hand at all time. Who's your audience? What's their goal? What are their roadblocks? And what are their objections to their goal? And update these whenever it feels necessary. One book I definitely recommend for a beginner writer is Jim Edwards' Copywriting Secrets. Although he talks a lot about getting rich writing copy, his content actually covers the very basics of marketing and the copywriting formulas out there. And if you don't vibe with his style, think about it that way. Your most meaningful work must find its way into the hands of the people who need it the most. And secondly, there are so many ways you can practice your public speaking skills. One way is to create video content. And this is actually one of the least frightening ways to start because videos can be edited. And the second is to start taking on small speaking engagements in your community, just to get into the habit of speaking in front of an audience. A great book you can start with here is Talk Like Ted by Carmine Gallo. This analyzes over 500 of the most popular TED Talks and how to integrate best practices into your presentation. And one of the most insightful findings from his book is that the best presentations consist of 65% pathos, meaning using emotions, 25% logos, using convincing data, and 10% ethos, the speaker's authority. But what if I'm way too nervous to get started? Well, I feel you. I dreaded public speaking for such a long time. But here's a simple hack to get started when your nerves are getting the best of you. Before you get on a stage and you feel that you're already becoming a little bit panicky, begin to think about something you truly love, like your children or your pet. Or you could also think about something cute. To make a long story short, it's quite common for a lot of us to go into fight or flight mode when we have to walk on stage or talk to a camera. And the reason for that is that your body begins to produce the stress hormone cortisol. Now, when we look at something that we really truly love, like our children or maybe a loved one, our body also produces oxytocin. And fun fact, oxytocin actually beats cortisol. But don't take it from me. Have a look at how David Letterman deals with Kanye West being nervous.
How's the family?
Beautiful.
You're a lucky man, you know? When I was a father earlier on, every night I had a routine. And I think it's fairly common to parents. It's time for bed, and you take, in my case, Harry, take him upstairs, and first you would read him a book, and then you would turn the lights out, and you would put him in the crib, and then you would sing a song. What songs do you sing to your kids when you put them in the crib for bed?
I just freestyle.
So there you go. This was my guide to get you started on your expert career. Let me know in the comments below which of these tips helped you most to move forward. And if you enjoyed this video right here, you will most probably enjoy one of these right here as well. So, thank you so much for your attention today, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.